I think that the Niners need to have a little bit of a shift in how they're building the defense.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one thing that's happening in the NFC is we're seeing a lot of legit receivers, and it's starting to get like to the point where, I mean, you see this Seattle has 2 number ones. We got D-Hop in Arizona that's, unguardable, and with just a regular cornerback. Like, I feel like we're putting a lot of effort into our D-line, but the people that are most productive aren't even our top draft picks. You know what I mean? They're getting injured or traded or whatnot.
And you have this defensive line coach who specializes in turning nobodies into good players.
For sure. Yeah. And I think people are downplaying how horrible of an offseason Bill Belichick has had, because it's not just the fact that Tom Brady, the first year out, went to a new team and won a Super Bowl. It's also player after player after player that's coming out and saying, it's not the New England way, it was the Tom Brady way. And then backing that up with he actually going out and taking a team that didn't make the playoffs to actually winning a Super Bowl in less than a year.
That's right.
And, I think, people are talking about Cam going back there, but they had to change their whole system to put Cam in. And I don't think they're patient enough to wait on a Mac Jones or whoever to actually get back up to contention and winning in that division. So I think that Jimmy Garoppolo is like very, very, like a very important piece to them to be able to get back into contention quick. At least that's what I would be thinking, because I don't think Bill Belichick could have another losing season or miss the playoffs and, feel good. He's old. You know what I mean? He's not like somebody that's going to be there for another 10 years to build back up. So
that's
I think
really
that
good point. And he can't, his ego can't take another losing season.
Sure. And
Brady could win the Super Bowl again next year.
Absolutely. And also, I don't think that he has the energy to go through a full rebuild with getting a rookie quarterback and then building it back up that way. They have a lot of cap this offseason. That's why they didn't make any big moves last offseason. So I'm thinking there's already talk about them they have Stephon Gilmore there in the last year of his deal. They've already been talking about how they're not going to re-up him and give him a new contract.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, with Jimmy G being an asset in their eyes, if we package that with a second or a third round pick and go after Stephon Gilmore, pick him up, and then somehow re-sign Jason Verrett and have that as like our 2 corners, and then be able to like bring back cheaper D linemen and free agency or back end of the draft. I mean, I think that could be our new way of moving forward as far as building our defense. And even if we don't sign Verrett, Stephon Gilmore is around the same age, doesn't have the injury issues, and he needs a new contract anyways. Might as well. I'd rather give the money to him than to
That's
Verrett.
A good point, because again, you're going to have to bid for Verrett. Verrett's going to the highest bidder on free agency.
Right.
And he might become a little too expensive for your taste. If you're going to spend that kind of money, it's like, look, if I'm going to spend $40,000, am I going to get a Toyota Camry or am I going to get a Kia Stinger? What are we talking here? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting that Stinger. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I feel you on that. If the price, I like a Toyota Camry. That's a nice car, but there's a price for everything. And Jason, I'm not going to give you that Stinger money. So I think that's a really clever thing. If Jason gets too expensive, now you look at Stephon Gilmore. That's the place you want to trade Jimmy Garoppolo anyway. Create a package, Jimmy and a pick for Stephon Gilmore. That's interesting. Could work.
And I think it's actual feasible. I mean, I think he's only like $7 million to whoever trades for him this season, and then it would probably be like he has to get re-upped anyways. And he'd be somebody that could be out on an island with DK Metcalf, with with D-Hop and all these guys that we're dealing with in the NFC West as well. I think that, we could be looking for players like that versus just a pick. You know what I mean? I don't think a pick would be as necessary as if we could get a player like that.
I think it's brilliant. You're really good at this game. I like this. I like your suggestions. I think it's brilliant. I'm looking at his thing. He would only cost him like about $8 million, which is probably less than what Jason Verrett would cost him next year. Jason Verrett's probably going to be making 10, 11 million.
And I think an upgrade, because Verrett is great, but Gilmore's better.
And Gilmore doesn't have the injury history. Verrett could, God forbid, I don't want to speak it into existence, but Verrett could injure something at any time. training camp, walking around at home, getting out of the bathtub. You know what I'm saying? I'm into it. If you want to trade, if you want to trade Jimmy back to the Patriots anyway, you want to get Stephon Gilmore, why not?
And I think this offseason is important because, or especially with the Jimmy G, there's going to be, his value is in the eye of the beholder, and he's going to be valued more to a Belichick than he's going to be valued to like the Bears or anybody else that might be looking at him. So might as well try to fleece Belichick when he's at his lowest point, in his career. Try to get as much out of it as possible because, like I said, I think people are downplaying how horrible. If there wasn't this Deshaun Watson business, everybody would be talking about how Bill Belichick's offseason is terrible. He doesn't have a quarterback. The people are turning against him. The quarterback he let go of went and won a Super Bowl. Like, I'm sure he's miserable right now thinking about
his stock is down.
Right.
His stock is down. He went from being, this guy's the greatest coach in football history to, this guy, was he a product of Tom Brady?
Right.
Was he yet another was he Bruce Arians with a bad attitude, with a frown on his face? I don't know.
What if he takes Jimmy G and Eric Armstead?
What if he takes Jimmy G, Eric Armstead, and Mike McGlinchey?
Dude, let him go. We just can't forget him. We'll take it.
Come on, Bill. No, I think you're right. I think it makes sense. He can't afford another losing season. Starting a rookie means another losing season, most likely.
Right.
Who's he gonna get? He developed Jimmy.
With that new report that Mac Jones probably won't fall to past 8. I don't think he's going all in on a rookie to trade up and all that kind of stuff. And I think more and more, dude, with these reports coming out, trading Bosa for the 2 or the 3, that pick's going to turn into multiple first-round picks because somebody's going to overpay to jump up into those rounds. And if you could get end up being 3 first-round picks for a Bosa because of future picks, because people are moving up and we're moving back, I don't know.
It's the move.
It's got to happen.
It's got to happen. I'm glad
I saw rumors at. You ain't heard, is anybody talking about trading Bosa other than you?
I don't know. I keep calling the Niners and they don't answer my phone. So I got to just talk to them indirectly because I know they watch I know you're watching my show right now, Kyle. Don't act like you're not watching, Kyle. Answer my phone call, Kyle.
That's it. I thought you just talked to Kyle, but all right.
Hey, man, good stuff. I'm going to see if I can speak this stuff into existence.
All right. Sounds good, man.
All right, peace.